Right. And hi everyone, we are now live here in the Same Sun portal, and I am speaking to you all the way from Smukfest in Denmark. So outside the portal right now, we are having loads of tents and music and party people going around with their beers, heading off on the way to a big concert on a huge stage. And here we have been gathered to just really celebrate what is in the very close and intimate together, because here we're meeting under the same sun. Same Sun is a project that is funded by the Danish Foreign Ministry and hosted by the Museum for the United Nations and Democracy X. And here, what we do is all about gathering people around the things that we share. It can be the love for food, the love for music, the love for dance, but just to figure out what is it that we share under the same sun and create this sense of togetherness, to put a spotlight on all of the things that we have in common rather than the things that divide us, and to create moments and sparks where we really get to show what it is that we bring to the world, the energy, the love, and the power, and how that when we combine that, something really beautiful come and can sprout from that. So here at my side, I have Miriam, a Danish folk artist, and I think I'm gonna pass it on to our wonderful collaborators over in Lagos. So Ruth, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth and I'm the facilitator here in Lagos, Nigeria. And this portal is in the University of Lagos, so we're connecting from the University of Lagos down to the Smukfest Festival in Denmark. That's so amazing. And I have great artists here, and there's an artist, a musician, and I think I'll just let them introduce themselves, or I could just do a quick round of introductions instead so that we don't spoil their settings.
Yeah,
So I'll
and
just
just
echo what they tell me.
amazing. And for those watching at home, if you have any questions or you want to tune in, then write it to us in the chat, and gonna bring it here to the artists in the room.
Thank you. Okay, so let's start with you. So tell us your name and your instrument that you play.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Don't worry, just say what you want to say. I'll come back. Okay, so
Thank you.
did you get that?
More or
No.
less. Raphael, I understood, and then something with the drum.
Okay.
I couldn't hear so well.
Okay. So it plays the instrument called bata. It is part of the talking drum family, but it does more of rhythms than talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Adeola. Adeola is one of my names, but my stage name is Adeola Akewi. I'm a chanter. So, to be specific, I do Esa. So it's one of Yoruba folk songs. So that's what I do.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So my name is Daniel. I'm a talking drummer. So this is my instrument that you can see, and this is actually the talking drum itself. It talks. Actually, I can use it to sing too. So that's what it is.
Thank you.
We cannot hear
We
you.
cannot hear.
I think it doesn't work, the small one.
Okay, you can use this one.
Maybe with the... Oh, yeah.
Kunnen hij anders het kemo?
Wat is het?
Kunnen hij anders het kemo? Even met van
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, yes, we
Now
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? So my name is Santo, and I play
Shekere. That's the
Shake.
yes. All right. So I think that's about it over here. So we can move on now to, what we're here to do today is basically to show what our traditional music is like here in Nigeria. Well, we have over 250 tribes in Nigeria. So this is just showcasing one of the tribes in Nigeria, the Yoruba tribe specifically. So we have a whole lot of other tribes. We have a whole lot of other instruments and cultures as well. And at the same time, we're also showcasing the folk music over there in Denmark. We actually play folk music over here as well. So we're just looking forward to, speaking with our instruments and really just considering what do our instruments tell us. Even though we are playing different instruments, we have the violin over there, talking drums here, and even the chanter. What messages are they passing in spite of the difference in, the instruments and the voice? So that's what we're here to do today. And so we'll kick off by giving our band here about 5 minutes to just show us what traditional music in the Yoruba tribe looks like, and then we pass it on to Miriam over in Denmark to also show us what folk music looks like over there. Right? Okay, so we ready? Take it away.
báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì ojú ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì ojú ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì ojú ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì ojú ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. ire lóde tó ní ọmọ ẹwà tó dìran o. ròdòròdò pò mú ara rẹ̀ sáyìn tí ì dé o. Adéọlá mọ̀ pàpèdè bí ẹni láyìn mo mọ̀ gbèdè òun dé ní kẹ̀ǹkẹ̀lúkẹ̀. ẹ rí àṣà láṣà, àṣà ń bẹ nínú àṣà, àṣàkáṣà táṣà kò ní ò járáṣà inú àṣà. mo ní báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì o ju ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. báyé máa wí wọn aláwa oníṣẹ́ méjì o ju ká máa gba ṣàgá ẹ̀yìn èèyàn o. ó yá kí lẹ́dùn gbé owó lẹ́dùn gbé. àyàn mi àyàn àwòlé rẹ̀ dè ọ́. òkú ewúrẹ́ ti fọhùn bí ènìyàn. àyàn àwòlé rẹ̀ dè ọ́ o. kí lẹ́dùn gbé owó lẹ́dùn gbé. kí lẹ́ fi ra o aṣọ lẹ́ fi ra aṣọ kí lẹ́ ra o. ẹyẹ òyìnbó ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o fòrú lọ. ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o fòrú lọ. ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o ẹ̀ẹ́dùn jalè o fòrú lọ. elépo gbogbo ọmọ Èkó tí ń bẹ níbẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ sí àfihàn Èkó ńlẹ̀ o. Èkó kò nílé ọlọ́fin ogun fún mi nírè. Èkó àkété Èkó kọ ètè lẹ fi ń jẹ́kọ̀ àkété. ẹ̀yin lẹ aró sẹ́sẹ́ mọ̀mọ̀ já aró dẹ́dẹ́ mọ̀mọ̀ já. Èkó ilé ọgbọ́n o. Èkó àdèlé ń bi àgéré tí sáré jẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì lọ. Èkó ńlé ológun kútere àṣà lóògùn. ẹ̀rí dákun mọ̀mọ́ sólógun kútere òrìṣà ni ó ṣe. òrìṣà gbòdìdì ẹran lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní kútere a sì mọ gbòdìdì orí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní. Èkó òkun lọ́tún ọ̀sà lósì. Ẹ̀yọ́ ilé àwọn baba tẹ̀yìn ní fi góòlù ṣeré o. Èkó àkété ilé ọgbọ́n. Èjì wá ń dé èjì ní ń gbé èjì jẹ́ ní èjì dánilẹ́jọ́ èjì dánilárè. Èkó aró mi sálẹ̀ gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́. Èkó àbàtàbùtù bàbá omi kómi alágbálúgbú bàbá odò kódò. Kí lẹ́ẹ̀dún gbé owó lẹ́ẹ̀dún gbé kí lẹ́ẹ̀ fi ra o aṣọ lẹ́ẹ̀ fi ra aṣọ kí lẹ́ẹ̀ ra o ẹ̀yẹ òyìnbó ẹ̀ẹ́dún jalè o fòrú lọ ẹ̀ẹ́dún jalè o fòrú lọ ẹ̀ẹ́dún jalè o ẹ̀yọ̀ o ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o ẹ̀yọ̀ bàbá tàwa ní fi góòlù ṣeré àwa ò ní sanwó ní bòde òdìlé àwa ò ní sanwó ní bòde òdìlé ẹ̀yọ̀ o ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o ẹ̀yọ̀ o ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o ẹ̀yọ̀ bàbá tàwa ní fi góòlù ṣeré àwa ò ní sanwó ní bòde òdìlé 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 ilẹ̀ dúgbẹ́sẹ̀ owó lẹ́ẹ̀dúgbé ilẹ̀ fira o aṣọ lẹ́ẹ̀fira aṣọ kílẹ̀ ra o ẹ̀yẹ òyìnbó ẹ̀ẹ́dún jalè o fòrú lọ ẹ̀ẹ́dún jalè o fòrú. Mo ti sọ sáyò òde ọ̀la mo ní àsálàsà àṣà ń bẹ nínú àṣà àṣà tàṣà kò ní òjára àṣà tí ń bẹ nínú àṣà ni mo ṣe sọ wípé èdè mi ẹwà mi àṣà mi kí ni n ó jẹ gbàgbé orírun mi o èdè mi ẹwà mi àṣà mi kí ni n ó jẹ gbàgbé orírun mi o kí ni n ó jẹ gbàgbé orírun mi o mo ní kí ni n ó jẹ gbàgbé orírun mi o.
Thank you. Very beautiful.
So beautiful. I wish I could translate some of what she said, right? Some of what she was saying, right? So I think she's in the best position to do that. Let me let her. Can you tell us some of what you said?
I'll have to translate the songs instead. So what I've been saying so far, the first song says, if the world would come, they will try to criticize us for just showcasing our culture all the time, because what we do is showcasing our culture. So the world comes to criticize us, saying we don't know any other thing than to criticize, to showcase our culture. That's for the first song. Then the second song, I'm trying to sing about Lagos. Yes, I'm singing about Lagos, but the literal meaning of everything I said is that what has the monkey stolen? The monkey has stolen money. What has the monkey used the money for? What did the monkey use the money for? He bought clothes. Probably, I don't know the gender actually. So he or she bought clothes. What kind of clothes has the monkey bought? The monkey bought a cloth of honor. A cloth of honor from the whites, from the white men. So the monkey stole and the monkey left in the midnight. So that's for Edun Jale Ofo Rulo. So the monkey stole and left in the midnight. So for the third song, I said Eyo. Eyo is one of the masquerades in Lagos. So it's a very popular masquerade in Lagos. So I said Eyo, people around Eyo. Eyo is our forefather, because masquerade, we see masquerades as forefathers, our forefathers. So a masquerade symbolizes our forefathers. So Eyo, our forefather that plays with gold. We won't pay at the toll gate. There's a toll gate in Lagos. We won't pay at the toll gate until we get home. So that's the literal meaning of what the third songs, the literal meaning of the third song. So for the fourth song, I said, Edemi, Ewami, my language, my beauty, Ashami, Iyimi, my culture, my honor, or my dignity. Kí ni wọ́n jẹ gbàgbé orírun mi? How will I forget my source? So that's the meaning of the fourth song. So I just translated everything.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was so. I didn't understand the words, of course, but I felt very touched by your voice.
Thank you.
It was very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I think we can hand over to you over there.
Thank you. Miriam, have you ever heard random music before? No music from Lagos before. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure. In Denmark here, there is a very strong connection to a lot of Tanzanian music, which I know is not the same at all. But for some of us who don't know a lot of traditional cultures from different countries in African continent, sometimes it sounds a bit familiar. I guess that the music have traveled a lot, but I'm not sure I know your music specifically. Yeah. Yeah.
When you think about folk music, what are kind of the images or the things that come to mind for you when you think about maybe the folk music that you grew up around?
I think that one thing that folk music has a lot in common, wherever it is in the world, is this thing of repeating itself, and that you can follow, you can sing along sometimes, and that it's not like opposite to some classical music where it's a composition where it continues and there's sometimes no repetition. So like what you played now, I really wanted to play along. Actually, I know that we cannot with the connection, but it feels like it actually feels quite familiar, even though it's a language I don't understand, and like the rhythms. And yeah, I have been playing a lot of Brazilian music as well, which is not from where I am, but I see some influences as well in the rhythms, the way that some Brazilian music have adapted a lot of rhythms from your culture.
Yeah. There's a big Yoruba community in Brazil as a result
Yes.
of the slave trade, so there's a lot that goes on there that is basically a replica of what we have down here.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of saying something wrong. I might not remembering right, but is it so that candomblé and the umbanda tradition? Do you know this in Brazil? I think there are some roots in Uruba culture.
In Yoruba, yes.
Yeah.
So the way exactly, so the way they pronounce Yoruba is a bit has adapted a bit as well. But I do know that there are some cultures that have evolved from the Yoruba culture.
Yeah.
So they look the same, sound the same. Sometimes even worship music sounds the same, just that some intonations and some words are now kind of different. But you know that it sounds very, very similar.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then I thought maybe you could tell us just a little bit about where your journey with folk music started, and maybe play a song that that you think showcases that.
Yes. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Miriam, and I grew up actually in France. My dad is French and my mom is Danish. So we grew up in a French mountain area, and there my parents made theater, and they invited a lot of musicians from all over the world. not all over, but many different countries. So from a very early age, I was listening to a lot of music from some from Latin America, some from Russia, some from Middle Central Europe. Yeah, so I kind of had a lot of music from the world around the world. So for me, traditional music, folk music, is doesn't really know the country borders. I think it has been traveling a lot. Um, and what I so later on I got passionate about violin, and then I started to play classical music, but I always had the folk music in parallel. So at some point my classical teacher, he said, like, you are improvising a lot, you're not playing classical music, you're freestyling. And he said, like, maybe you should go more to folk music, because I think that's what you really like. So I started to play more folk music from Denmark and from Scandinavia and from Ireland, and later on also Brazil. So for me, it's also a mixture. It's not only Danish music what I play. It's from Northern Europe, and also from, yeah, sometimes also play music from Brazil. Yeah, and I think I can play a song which is a Danish song, just to start with something very local. We have a little island in Denmark called Fanø, where the music has been very preserved because they have been an island, and they have a very strong tradition of beautiful song, beautiful melodies. So I'm gonna play some of that music.
me or that sounded familiar.
Yes, it's
Okay,
actually.
not familiar because it's just because I think I've seen some movies where you know so I think some people are getting me in this room, right? There's
Yes.
some movies I've seen where so I'm kind of like just the dance just came to my head. I don't know how to dance it, but there's
All
this
this
way they
ballet
there's
dance
this way they dance to this
and
type of music, right? I
It's
remember
a
seeing it in some movies.
it's a couple dance where you dance two and two, and then it's actually a very specific special couple dance called Honing, where you kind of stand back. You are very heavy, so you it's not like elegant and light. So you really make a counterweight where you turn and you have like heavy steps, and then it goes. The last one was a bit faster, but those were
Yes.
three Honing, and I think that at least two of them are often used for weddings as well. Yeah.
That was so
Mm.
beautiful. And I think that explains it. But somehow, these instruments like speak to us differently. So let's just, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe we should start from here, especially considering what we've heard from, from
Yes.
Miriam. How how do you think that the culture, your instrument still speaks your language or speaks the language of some other people, even though it's not the same culture, the same tribe, or the same country? But you felt something from there. I felt something. And then I felt something different from here as well. But still, you still kind of get the message. So how do your instruments, like, they're so different and yet they speak the same language? Anyone?
okay. So let me just.
Okay.
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Daniel. So for example, my instrument here, this is the talking drum. It's actually an instrument that leads most times, like in a group of traditional instruments. So, the talking drum is, as we know, is from the Yoruba culture, from our culture. So, um, the talking drum, like I said earlier, the talking drum talks, and we have proverbs, we have eulogies, we have when it talks, because let me look for like a proverb. Sorry, can anyone give me like a proverb? Maybe a proverb or something. Okay, let me out. Bowo luni ko le pani.
What
So
does that mean?
it means like
If it falls on you,
yes.
it's
When it falls on you, it can't kill you. Bowo luni ko le pani igiti afẹ̀yìntì, like a tree that we lean on, that maybe tí ò bá ní dúró, a tree that you lean on that can hold you
a tree
upright.
that is not strong enough
Yes,
to hold
to hold you. So once it falls on you, it can't do anything to you. So once I play that on the instrument, people knows what I'm saying. They know, okay, this is the message I'm passing across.
Can you demonstrate that for us?
Can we hear that? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the talking.
Okay. So this is it.
Bówó lu ni kò lè pa ní. Bówó lu ni kò lè pa ní. Igi tí a fẹ̀yìntì tí kò gbani dúró. Bówó lu ni kò lè pa ní.
So now, do you understand that now?
I understand that
and
you
most
you
times-
imitate. Yeah.
Yeah. So most times the talking drum is also used for communication. So because it's an instrument that talks. So anything I say, for maybe someone of my tribe will actually understand. So that's it. Anybody else?
Very
I think
beautiful.
that was so beautiful. So Miriam, do you want to just pick it up over there? How does the instruments, like, it's so different and yet they communicate, they speak different languages and yet they still communicate to you, even though you're not from the same tribe, and even to the people in the same tribe. It's a unifying factor. I mean, we're sitting here in this room because of these instruments. So what do you think?
Well, I think yes that it unifies because music, the music we play, at least you and me, is often something that speaks to the body. I think like that tells a story or that has a music that you can. I don't know if the song that you played if you can dance to it, but I felt also like moving to it. So
Yes, you like dancing, so you can
Yes.
definitely dance to
You
it.
can dance to
yeah,
it.
yeah. And I think one thing that is a characteristic, for example, from the Scandinavian music is that we have almost no percussion, and you have a lot of percussion. So our culture is quite poor when it comes to percussion, but because there's no percussion, like real like drum or like percussion instruments, then we often put it into the melodies. So we make rhythms, a lot of rhythms with the melody. So somehow the percussion instrument has snuck into the violin or the accordion or the flute. And I guess that each, how to say, tradition has its characteristic, but you can find, you can find a percussion instrument in the violin, or maybe you can find a violin in somebody's voice, or
Yes.
yeah.
I think I totally get that. Especially finding violin in somebody's voice. So we use more of, right? We use more percussion
Yes,
Yeah,
instruments.
more
yes,
We're
percussion.
really
yes.
all about rhythm and all of that. And so our songs are mostly dancing. Plus what you said about communication. So we're very big on proverbs. I think that perhaps let's we can start the next segment. So I think that maybe when we are starting the next segment, we'll let Adela give us some sort of oriki, for
Okay.
instance. So there's something we call oriki, which is just Adela. What's oriki? Let me not say everything.
Oriki is more like a definition, because if you ask AI now, yes, you have definition. So you have Oriki translated as definition. Oriki is like definition, like I said earlier, because if I'll be chanting someone, probably eulogizing someone, if I'll be chanting your Oriki, I'll have to start from your appearance, your age, your habits. Yes, your habits. Then your lineage. I'll start from your lineage. I'll have to describe you in person. So that's what Oriki is like. Like the lyrics and everything. That's what it looks like. Oriki goes back to, how will I put it, your roots. Yes, your background. So it will like shed more light. It will bring your background out in the daylight. So like there's this Oriki I'm fond of. I've chanted it several times here, so I'll make reference to it now. We have Oriki Owu. They will say bàbá wọn, báwo máa sọ náà, ẹni tó kọ́ là ń lé wọn ogún ẹrú ló ní, wọ́n pélé yìí ni ò ní nǹkan kan. Ẹni tó tún là lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ológójì ìwẹ̀fà, wọ́n pélé yìí ni ò ní nǹkan kan. Ẹni tó jẹ́ bíi tálákà tí ò lówó lọ́wọ́ rárá, eléyìí ni ló lẹ́gbẹ̀ta aya. Abásọ̀kò ìjà sílé wọn kò balẹ̀, kò bógún ẹrú, abójì ọmọ, ọmọ òdùdù, ọmọ ọ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀, ọmọ ọ̀gẹ̀gẹ́, ọmọ oníròkò, ọmọ alábíàmọ, blah blah blah. Let me just leave it that way. Let me now translate it. For the Owu people, while chanting them, I mentioned the first wealthy person in their lineage. He had 20 slaves, but people criticized him. They mocked him of having nothing. The second wealthy person had 40 stewards, but they mocked the same person that he had nothing. But the person counted as the person they saw as a pauper had 600 wives. So when we tried to fight them, when it came to a time of war, they had many children, countless children, because they said Ojiomo, meaning in 2000s, like in thousands. They have their children in thousands. So when they waged war against them, no one would, anyone who tries to wage war against them would not win them, because they will end up winning the battle, because they won't lose much like the other party. So I said Omo Odudu, Omo Odede, Omo Ogege. I'm trying to, like, how will I put it? playing on words, yes. Omo dudu in that context will mean a person, they are fighting, like they are fighting to have the company of that person. So I don't know if you get that. Like you're fighting, you're fighting, we are fighting each other to have that person around. Omo dede, it means a person that lives probably in the household. So omo ogege is a kind of tree in the Yoruba culture. Is a kind of tree, and whenever they mention ogege, they are talking about wealth. So they are talking about peace. They are talking about wealth. They are talking about peace and every other good thing you can think of. So ogege, igi aje, ogege, igi oko, and the like. So they are trying to describe them as peaceful set of people. They are trying to describe them as those who reproach. Yes, they are good when it comes to criticizing, like criticism. They are good when it comes to that. So they are trying to bring them back to what their forefathers have done in the past. They are trying to bring them back to remember what they had in the past. So that's what Oriki is literally about.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, like, Oriki is just one part of, the culture or the tradition, but it's a whole link on its own. But the storytelling is, as you can hear from what she described, the storytelling is a lot. So the drum is telling a story, the chanter is telling a story, the other instruments are, just using their own beats to like back it up. But they are really telling stories if you listen hard enough or you know the language, you will know that they're telling, and the story can sometimes be hilarious and sometimes it can be really serious matters. But it's just storytelling at its core, and that's what I feel like, that's what all these instruments, that's the same thing that they are trying to portray. They are different, and yet they tell stories on their own. They tell stories of the people, of the culture, of emotions. I think that when I was listening to Miriam, I kind of felt, I don't know how you felt, but maybe I could take a sample. Cool. How did you feel when you were listening to Miriam's folk music?
Okay.
Oh, we can't hear in the mic. I think the other mic.
So just speak.
Exactly.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were playing, I feel should I say emotional? So
What type
for
of
reference, let me use our music as example. I think we share music emotional stuff to in common. We have things in common when it comes to emotional stuff. So in Nigeria, yeah. So when for example, the music you play is for probably like a wedding setting, right? So in Nigeria, yeah, if we want to do a celebration of wedding, we have this kind of slow music that even if you've never heard of it before, you know that this particular music is for and is for a happy moments rather, sorry. So I just feel like we have something in common that is emotional when it comes to music. So that's it.
Exactly.
So
Miriam.
Miriam, how did you feel listening? What were the emotions that were conveyed to you when you listened to the music as well from here?
Mm, I think I had a feeling of something like a warmth, like a human warmth, if you can say that, about something that was. Of course, I didn't. It was before understanding the lyrics, right? But I had a feeling of a bit melancholy, but also some like melancholy and yeah, memories. Um, yeah, and also as I told you, I got touched by the voice and the rhythms. I think it was it
Yeah.
was like a whole family playing together with all the instruments.
Amazing.
You want to add something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because I know in the Danish folk music tradition we also have these elements of storytelling.
Yes.
And if you could maybe tell us a little bit about like how has it been used in the past, and if you
Yeah.
could play a little bit from something, if there's something that comes to mind that maybe also carry this element of storytelling.
Yeah, you were reading my mind because there was I was thinking exactly. Okay. I came here like quite open, not knowing exactly what I was going to play because I want to be influenced by you. But if you told like the story is like what, yeah, from the tradition, vocal tradition, I can talk a little bit about one very, very old tradition that we have in not only in Denmark but in whole Scandinavia and also northern France, Brittany, which is in Danish we call it ballader, which is like a kind of ballad, like a song. And there are different kind of songs where there would be a front singer and then there would be somebody like the whole choir or more people singing along. And there's a tradition of standing in a circle and dancing together, like having some steps where you do like da 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 and you go back and you continue and then you dance like somebody's singing and the rest is answering. And with this tradition there would be no instruments, it would only be vocal. I think I don't know a whole ballad because they're often quite long. I play with a very nice singer as well who knows a very long ballad, but I know some of it, so you can just get an idea of how it sounds. So this is a ballad about a woman who had 4 boyfriends, and yeah, none of them worked. They were all dysfunctional in some way or the other. So she had to like, no, and you don't work. Next one, you don't work. So this category of ballad is called like the funny ballads, where they make fun of something. They make fun of a story. They could also be making fun of the rich people, or making fun of the king, or making, so like it's a playful ballad. And then you also have some ballads which are telling a real story about what happened in a village once a long time ago. Sometimes they're very tragic, and sometimes there will be like historical events as well. So I don't know, and maybe it doesn't work like if they answer right after me. Do you think or is it too slow?
I think it might, but I can answer.
Yeah, we can try with Rikke. She doesn't know yet what it is, but we
Yeah,
can try.
yeah, okay, I'm ready to learn. I've probably heard some of this before as well.
So this is there's a part which is just like sounds. It doesn't mean words. It's just sounds. It says sa na na, and then it says sa na na istilla ya. So it would be like I don't know if you want to come next to me, like
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So the melody would say like da 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 da, and everybody would answer sa na na sa na na. So we'll try da 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 sa na na da 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 sa na na. And then the second part is na 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 da 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 da, and then comes a little different sa na na istilla ya. Sa na na istilla ya, da 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 da, sa na na istilla ya. So I'm gonna sing along with it in the beginning.
Thank you.
And I don't remember all the verses, but I'll try to remember some of it. The point in the end is that she finally finds the right man for her, which is of course a musician. So she goes through a lot of professions. And let's see if you remember some of them. Syvkærester, ja, det har jeg haft, sa-na-na. Syvkærester, ja, det har jeg haft, sa-na-na. Men ingen af dem har jeg fået, sa-na-na. I stiller jer, men ingen af dem har jeg fået, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Oh yeah, I forgot that we repeat, like there's one part which is repeated as well. So if you follow it, if you get it, you can also repeat the last part of it. Yeah. So here comes the first boyfriend. Den første var en ungen dreng, sa-na-na. Den første var så ungen dreng, sa-na-na. Men han turde ikke gå med mig i seng, sa-na-na. I stiller jer, men han turde ikke gå med mig i seng, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Den anden var en gammel mand, sa-na-na. Den anden var en gammel mand, sa-na-na. Der var sgu ikke så meget ved ham, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Der var sgu ikke så meget ved ham, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Den tredje var en skrædderfin, sa-na-na. Den tredje var en skrædderfin, sa-na-na. Men han var sgu et nær et svin, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Men han var sgu et nær et svin, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. And then comes all the 7, I don't remember it, but I remember the last one. Så drog jeg mig på landet ud, sa-na-na. Så drog jeg mig på landet ud, sa-na-na. Der fik jeg mig en spillemand, og han hed Knud, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Der fik jeg mig en spillemand, og han hed Knud, sa-na-na. I stiller jer. Yeah. So this was the song about like the funny song, and then comes some. I can give an example of another kind of song, which is more of a. We also have a tradition of using like verbalizing music, so we don't put words in it, but we just sing sounds to make like a melody. And these two songs are a very good example of how the music is traveling, because we have in Sweden and Norway, we have a very beautiful tradition as well. And sometimes comes a melody to Denmark with some text, and then we translate it to Danish because it's so similar. The Norwegian and Swedish and Danish language are very similar.
Mm-hmm. They're like a sisterhood languages. So
Yeah.
we do understand each other most of the time, and we can read each other's languages, and we can sometimes speak a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And depending on where you come from in Denmark, you might know a little bit more Swedish or a bit more Norwegian, and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here comes two songs which have this theme about the joy of dancing in some way. Da jeg var lille, så gik jeg og tænkte, den som jeg elsker, jeg aldrig kan få. Ja, da jeg var lille, så gik jeg og tænkte, den som jeg elsker, jeg aldrig kan få. Men jeg lever lige så lystigt, og jeg synger og traller. Men jeg lever lige så lystigt, og jeg synger og traller. Da jeg var lille, så gik jeg og tænkte, den som jeg elsker, jeg aldrig kan få. Da jeg var lille, så gik jeg og tænkte, den som jeg elsker, jeg aldrig kan få. Men jeg lever lige så lystigt, og jeg synger og traller. Men jeg lever lige så lystigt, og jeg synger og traller. Var det dig, ja, var det dig, som dansede valsen med mig? Var det dig, ja, var det dig, som dansede valsen med mig? Var det dig, ja, var det dig, som dansede valsen med mig? Var det dig, ja, var det dig, som dansede valsen med mig? Trialla di di li den da di de yo di do, la di de yo da di de ya da de ya la di do. Trialla di di li den da di de yo di do, la di de ya da di de ya da de ya la di do.
I love that.
And that is the
really
part
love that
which
part.
is the important part, which is without words. It's just sounds. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was giving Daniel some inspiration, right?
Yeah, on the drum. How would you play that? How would you play that on the drum?
Okay.
Whoa. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was very beautiful. And we just have a little time left. And this has been so interesting that I didn't realize we had run out of time. But anyways,
Yeah, that's going really fast.
Yeah.
so I think that to wrap up, let's do some freestyling. We just do some sort of call and response thing. So for like a minute, perhaps Miriam could start. So Miriam, you could do vocal, or you could use your instruments, or do a mix. I don't know, but we should probably have like a call and response back and forth. So maybe we give you 1 minute there, then just cue us in as soon as you know that you're true, and then you pick it up here, and then we cue you in. So we can do that like back and forth like twice. Back forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So are we ready? Okay. I'll just step back. Oh, you guys.
Are you ready whenever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Was it too short?
A minute. It's too
Oh,
short.
a whole minute.
For a
Okay,
minute,
sorry.
yes,
I thought we for a minute we would do back and forth. I see, I see, I see. Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, this was
That was
wonderful.
absolutely amazing. I wish we could continue, but this was so beautiful. This was very beautiful. Thank you, Miriam, and thank you to Daniel and the band and our Chanta
Thank you.
Adiola. You
Thank
guys
you
are
so much,
so
Yeah.
Adio.
amazing.
It was really nice to
And
meet you.
it was a
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah. And to everybody watching at home, please tune in and see whatever is connecting us under the same sun. This type of music and sharing together, and being together, and playing together surely is something that can connect us. And thank you so much for the beautiful music.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.